Signal initialized.
Hey people, 5 Aces here. Do you notice the difference? Yep, that's right, I activated pixel doubling on my cursor. So you now can see the retro cursor when I'm zooming in and when I'm zooming out. There we go, we have the regular cursor. It's just a more nostalgic feature. And with that, we're gonna kick off our cast. We've got a very promising replay today. This is going to be SirCakealot spawning as Russia. And his opponent is kind of the new kid on the block, Doomsday, spawning as Ukraine. Now, SirCakealot has been participating in the Red Alert Global League, I believe, in the Minions division, and is fared pretty well. I think he was almost qualifying for Masters, from what I can gather. Not entirely sure. Like, don't quote me on that. I didn't follow the second and third divisions quite that like closely. But anyway, we're gonna have ourselves a dog versus dog opener. Dog eats dog. That's the way the world goes. Yep. And SirCakealot. So, oh, I was almost about to say showing some nice restraint, but there goes all the restraint out the window. So what you want to do with this ball, or like this 5-stack of 4 riflemen and 1 dog, you need to keep the dog on a leash, just like in real life, you know. The dog, otherwise, if the dog just runs ahead and scouts ahead, he's just gonna get eaten up by a rifleman. And if you want to do so, you actually have to move your death ball of rifleman and dog cell by cell. So that didn't happen. He was showing some nice restraint for a couple cells, and then he was just like, ah, fuck it, A move. And that cost him the dog and subsequently the engagement. So we're having a very good early game here for Doomsday. And taking both the old Erics, I'd wager. Because we're seeing a War Factory rush. Met with a double refinery build. Interesting conundrum, because if a SirCakealot opts for an early vehicle outside of the harvester, then he's gonna have the field advantage for quite some time. So that might be enough to just swing this game back in his favor. He's lost the early game quite considerably. He's lost the oil derricks, but here is a chance at redemption. I believe that's, oh, double dogs, double doggo. There we go. And that's gonna be an APC, I believe, from how fast it's building. Indeed, yeah. So you can easily take those oil derricks back. I love me the retro cursor. It's so pretty. It's so, you know, it's just something that's ingrained in my memory from playing Command & Conquer 95 back in the days. And yeah, easy game, easy life. Taking back the oil derricks, I presume. No. Yo, dogs can't capture. What are you doing, SirCakealot? He should actually just grab the oil derricks now. That's the entire reason why he went for the armored personal carrier. APC is quite an investment if you want to make it count. Oh, we're having a War Factory out for Doomsday as well, and here comes the counter APC. But this is probably going to be in time. Or is it though? Oh, this is going to be close. Oh, focusing it down! And getting both the dogs to boot. Wow, nicely microed here. I mean, it's fair to say Doomsday had line of sight, because the oil derrick, let's point this out here, the oil derrick gives you line of sight. So you can actually easily just shift micro. So what I mean by this, shift allows you to queue commands. Many people don't know this. So if you have the armored personal carrier selected and you don't just want to attack move, because if he had just attacked move for half a second, he would have focused the APC first, and the APC would have basically blocked the APC of Doomsday from getting to the engineer in time. But instead, very nice shift microing everything in line of sight, shift clicking on the engineer, then on the 2 dogs, and not wasting any time shooting the APC. Beautifully played, and we're gonna have a 5-stack of rocket soldiers, just chilling in the APC here, just going for a cruising, and yo, seeing as the eco lines are completely unprotected for SirCakealot, I'd say SirCakealot is cruising for a bruising here. Let's see how this pans out. We're still having the engineer for Doomsday, by the way. That's a very annoying thing in the late game. You can just sneak him by, like by the ridges somewhere, just have him chill out in a nice hut village, and then try and capture a War Factory or something while the engagement is going on, while our opponent is distracted. Okay, SirCakealot playing super defensively and super greedy. But here comes the 5-stack of rocket soldiers. They've had enough of their chilling, and now they just want to get some work done. Yeah, nicely done so far. 2 crushed for SirCakealot. How good is the micro? 2 remaining, but he should still get a harvester. Come on, focus fire. Yeah, this one should go down. Maybe this one as well. No! What is going on here? One of them should go down anyway. That's such a nice idea, such a nice move for SirCakealot, but there is another block. Whoa! He just realizes that in time. You know what? SirCakealot has not lost a single harvester here. He has transferred the wounded ones up top. That was some really, really good display of micro. That's a level of unit preservation that many players outside of the competitive scene won't have. Pretty impressive. Liking what I'm seeing so far. Also the Tesla coil immediately being powered down. He was trying to catch the APC off guard, but the APC just was too fast. Still though, double oil derricks in the favor of Doomsday. Let's do a harvester count, shall we? 5, 6 plus an expansion versus... Actually, in terms of harvesters, SirCakealot is ahead. That's because he played a super greedy style after realizing that he has lost the double oil derricks. He didn't waste any more time focusing them down or going for infantry pushes. Instead, he just went for eco. Now we're having an 8 harvester economy. Pretty substantial, if I say so myself. But met with a big timing push, and Doomsday knows that that SirCakealot wants to expand top. He is gonna run into a nasty surprise here. The Conyard deploying, that's a very, very bad place to deploy. Oh, and he is undeployed, so the flag truck can chase this down. If Doomsday's on point here, yeah, he is. The flag truck can chase so deep he can go all the way into the base, and that's all she wrote for the MCV here. That's an expansion denied, so there's only gonna be a basic MCV, and met with a base push by Doomsday, immediately plonking down a Tesla coil. I almost can't hear it. Wow, those crushes with the APCs were on point. So, yeah, SirCakealot making the best out of what he has, out of what little he has, I have to say. Because he has very, very little at the moment going for him. But one of the things he's got going for him was the micro. Still running a bit thin here. Oh, he's out of power, the Tesla coil. Now it comes online. Okay, first Tesla coil is deterred. So we're having a tank engagement. The tanks can soak a bit of damage, but there are rocket soldiers from the backlines. Also walls, like beautiful, beautiful display of walls here. And that's just too many targets for Doomsday to focus down. He is gonna lose so much in the process here if he wants to continue this base push. Not a smart investment of resources. So anyway, yeah, there's another Tesla coil. So this is just gonna be Tesla for Tesla. All day, every day. And the armored personnel carriers are pretty useless in those engagements because they don't do anything to buildings. But rocket soldiers from the backlines again finishing the job, I guess. Yep. Heavy tank just sitting here, looking pretty. Oh, we're having a double push. But this infantry blob is running into double Tesla coils. Still gonna be enough to take it out though. Okay, one harvester down here. This is looking very, very bleak for SirCakealot. Grenadiers! We're seeing the classic Grenadiers versus Tesla coils. Beautiful. Oh, but those 5 rocket soldiers have found a flank on the Conyard. So let's see. This is eventually gonna get stopped by rifle spam. And the Grenadiers trying to get down a refinery there. They're gonna get one refinery, but not the other one. And those 5 or now 6 rocket soldiers have found a beautiful flank on the Conyard, and thus single-handedly deterred a base push. Well, with their help of their rocket launcher, whatever it is, RPG. Nicely played here for SirCakealot. Dealing with threats on both ends of the map, or on both sides of his base. I think he's lost 3 harvesters. No, 4. He still has... No, he lost 5 actually. Never mind. Pretty bad. Oh, that's the last refinery. If the last refinery goes down, he is in big trouble. It goes down. Just before the Grenadiers explode in a very spectacular fashion. Wow, like this is looking so bleak now. Really good economy here for Doomsday. He's got 6 harvesters still online. He's got a second MCV that he's going to try and base push with. And all that SirCakealot has is 2 heavy tanks he's selling out now, yeah. Realizing... Oh, he's even selling the war factory. How much does he have? It's like... Jesus. And there's another base push to come. This is so brutal. I don't think there is much of a chance for SirCakealot to come back into this one. At least he's blocking the deployment. That's pretty good. So if Doomsday was on point, if he were more on the ball with his micro, he would have just crushed these soldiers with his construction yard. But regardless, the cavalry has arrived. And there's just no backup, really. I'm wondering, where did all the resources go for Doomsday? There's a Tesla coil, but there are 2 heavy tanks. This is not gonna hold. So, I don't know, is this a comeback? Let's see. Fortunately for Doomsday, there's no flak truck in this group, so this can't be chased down, and there's a straggling V2 rocket. Yeah. Okay, upon seeing this, SirCakealot should... yeah, he does. He immediately pulls back with his army of nice, like 20 civilians, so we're having an angry mob here. Unfortunately, they're not like in Command & Conquer Generals. They are pretty useless. Ooh, the pressure is on here. SirCakealot, he's got a second refinery out now. He's on 5 harvesters, but only 1 ore patch. And those V2s are gonna make his life so hard. He is so much infantry focused here. Like, what is he gonna do? What is he gonna do against those V2s? How is he gonna deal with them? By running away, that's what I thought. Well, at least those civilians, they can run around and distract the V2s for so long because they dodge all the rockets. That's pretty much their only use, being used as cannon fodder and being very stubborn and dying, not really dying to slow projectile weapons, such as the missile launchers. Yeah, a single heavy tank rolling in, just doing some scouting work. Anyway, we've got the rocket soldiers back online here, and this is, yeah, SirCakealot is kind of holding on for now. He doesn't have any eco backup here, so this is only ore patch. But a really nice sell. Yeah. If you want to get big in the corporate world, you have to know when to sell out. And SirCakealot sold out just at the right time. Yeah. The Justin Bieber of OpenRA. Selling out just in time. And we're having the war factory back online. Well, what he needs is access to this ore patch. So another refinery would be in order. This is a death ball and a half. Like, you can't deal with V2 rockets and the Yak for line of sight. So, if Doomsday uses this carefully... That's a big if. Wow, that was a nice backhanded bazooka! Nice backhanded missile here from the rocket soldier. Just putting some poke onto the Yak attack plane. Yak attack! Oh, that was so bad. Was that... No, it's not the only Yak. He can pull in another one. But the Yak just straight up running into 5 rocket soldiers. Not what you want to do. It's a complete waste of a Yak. And that's the only con yard. So this is a big risk that SirCakealot is taking here. So now, like, okay, Doomsday, if he scouts this, if Doomsday scouts the move out with the MCV, he's going to immediately have to realize, oh shit, the original base is unguarded. If he attacks into this right now, the game is over. Let's see. Ooh, the APC taking a V2 rocket to the face. V2 rocket on a suicide mission here. So many rocket soldiers. Oh, there's a random heavy tank. Good night, sir. Good night, sir. You are not welcome here. Man, Doomsday is acting a bit too passively here. He sees the MCV move out. He could use the Yak for more line of sight, and he would actually realize that this is completely unguarded. Single attack move ends the game right now. Right here, right now. But instead, we're gonna have it prolonged. This is gonna be a prolonged engagement, I guess. And again, rocket soldiers, random rocket soldiers just scaring away the Yak from scouting. But there is an Iron Curtain for Doomsday, so he's got the tech center online as well, yep. Plus walling off here, which is not actually necessary at all. The harvesters are so gonna run into a meat grinder. Nope. The harvester's noping the fuck out of there. So this is gonna be a good concave, but does the Conyard... If the Conyard falls, this game is over. If the Oh! One more rocket! Oh, he gets out! He gets out, and that's all the infantry down, so there's only heavy tanks remaining. And heavy tanks without support are just free food for a rock rifle blob. Sounds like a pretty bad band name, if you ask me. The rock rifle blobs. Yeah, this is just what SirCakealot wants here. The V2, there's only one V2, and the heavy tanks cannot deal with this. Like, heavy tanks are not suited in direct combat versus infantry. The V2 though, if he pulls it back, Doomy, pull back, or Doomsday, pull back your V2. That was his shot at stopping this blob. And the flak trucks are completely the wrong answer. Like, maybe he's expecting raid attack behind this, but no sir. Flak trucks do a bit of poke damage, but they are not suited for direct engagements, and that's what SirCakealot is looking for here. Wow, another heavy tank goes down here. The oil derrick, the death blob. Look at this veterancy. That's a veteran company if I've ever seen one. That's the band of brothers here. Just getting some nice stars and stripes on their uniforms. We could actually see a load up. I would love to see a load up just to take out the Iron Curtain, even though it's not powered. But that's something that SirCakealot is not going to spot very easily. And look at those harvesters. He's kept those alive from the early game. Those are the harvesters that took so much of a beating from the 5 rocket drop. The 5 rocks. Oh, this tech center is so exposed. If this goes down, then I would probably just cry if we're in Doomy's place. There's another blob here. But really, the main base is so much in peril here. Oh, he has grenadiers mixed in, right? No. Just a mirage. It was just a mirage grenadier. So he's trying on all fronts. Doomsday is trying to attack on all fronts. That MCV couldn't have spawned in a worse place. It crushes all the riflemen, but the rocket soldiers are on the chase, as are the APCs. Can he deploy in time? And this just is stopped by a couple infantry. I've never seen, no, don't do it. I've never seen an APC single-handedly kill an MCV, but it has happened. Parabombs coming in, trying to deal with this hit-and-run playstyle. We've only been on basic tech for SirCakealot all game. He has teched up one single time to get a single MCV out. The MCV got denied immediately. We saw like 2 heavy tanks, and after that, it was all basic tech. Nothing else, nothing fancy. No tricks, no shenanigans, just pure rocket power. That's one of the last oh no, it's the second to last refinery. There are 3 more up here. 2 more up here. So disregard. But this is... what a comeback! Like, Doomsday is in so much trouble. He's in a heap of trouble here. He's trying with another flank here, but I don't think this is gonna work. I think that's all she wrote for Doomsday. Nice crushes again with the APC. SirCakealot has been on point with his APC micro. Wow. Really stellar comeback here. So we're seeing another defensive foothold with riflemen. This is just not something that's gonna happen, Mr. Doomsday. You fought valiantly, but that's what you get here for neglecting to scout the move out with the MCV. So yeah, Doomsday calling the GG. Yeah, this is over. He is on one base, one refinery, and the Raider Dome. That's all he had. What a comeback from SirCakealot. Especially impressive, retaining the harvesters in the eco raid early game and just sending them bottom side, not losing a single one. Then holding the base push by virtue of 5 rocket soldiers that just flanked the Conyard and found the blind spot. And then a very risky sell and move out to deploy here, get some eco up and redeploy topside. So he could get all the eco for himself. This was a really risky play from SirCakealot, but at the same time really impressive, gotta hand it to the man. Also fantastic APC play, especially when Doomsday deployed his Conyard around here. And he had a huge infantry blob, and just 2 APCs crushed everything in a straight line. You see the skid marks, the scorch marks here on the ground. Yep. That's from the death and destruction that used to be an infantry blob by Doomsday. Very fun to watch and to cast. What do we learn from this? Scout more. If you want to win games, scout your opponent's move outs, especially scout his MCV. By the way, 2 Yak strafes are enough to bring down an MCV when it's undeployed. So if he were a bit ballsier, Doomsday could have gotten the MCV. It was the actual only MCV and there was like no service depot. attached to it at the time. Also, really lucky break with the Conyard surviving, because when it had to undeploy and run away from the push, I think it survived on like 20 health or something. It could have been taken out by a single rocket soldier, but oftentimes that's the way the game goes. The luck of the draw, bit of luck and a bit of skill. What's the song? 20% skill, 80% concentrated power of will. Yeah, that's what we saw here. Fairly impressive. That's it for today. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time. 5 Aces, out.
Battle control terminated.